evening, everybody. Welcome to the OHIO podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate each and every single one of you spending your Sunday evening with us here at the OHIO podcast. Listen, I know there's a lot of things going on in the world today. And with the news of the United States and Israel and Iran, I just want to remind everybody we are not a political podcast. We never have been. We never will be. This is all about Ohio State football, Big Ten football, college football, and that's what we know, and that's what we talk about. So if you could do me a big favor tonight and try to keep on topic in the chat, we would really appreciate it. We don't want anybody to get their feelings hurt or get emotional about whatever political stance you might have with things going on in the world today. There's plenty of other channels and other shows available for you all to go and express yourselves when it comes to that topic. But this isn't one of those places. So do us a big favor. Go ahead and smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And, of course, have fun in the chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, let us know what you think about what we think down in the comment section below. As always, if you're listening to this on one of these fantastic podcasting services, please consider giving us a 5-star review so we can get in the earbuds of more people who love Ohio State just like yourself. Maybe you listen to us in your car or vehicle on your way to and from work. Maybe you listen to us while at work. Maybe you listen to us while you're working out or just hanging out at the house. We appreciate all of you for taking the time to download the OHIO podcast audio version of the show. Joining us this evening is myself. I'm joining the program myself. Chris is with us this evening. Bart is with us this evening. And there he is. Sean is with us this evening as well. I will start with you first, Chris. How has your weekend gone, and where can people find you if they'd like to follow you on the social medias?
I'll tell you what, I've had a pretty good weekend, Eric, but I am disappointed.
Oh.
Because the topic we're going to discuss later on in the show.
Oh.
Not that I don't love Sean and Bart. I was really hoping Alex would be here so I could finish him off.
Oh, please.
Because
I think he got the better of you.
He got nothing.
He got nothing. Oh, no way. He got knocked out in the first round, Eric.
Oh, you guys are so...
Anyhow.
You guys, like the Russian judges at the Olympics. Come on.
Anyhow, I am Christopher Michael on Facebook. I am the Wildman97 on X. And, of course, you can find me right here many, many days a week on the OHIO podcast, beating up on my buddy Alex.
Oh, my goodness. Sean, welcome to the program. How's your weekend, and where can people follow you at?
Doing good. Thanks for asking. Find me on Twitter at Sean Schrock at 45. Also find me on Facebook, just under Sean Schrock. And you can find me every Monday on the Buckeye Zone at 6:45 p.m. along with my buddies EJ Underwood and Knoxville Nate. And tomorrow night we are going to have a special guest. We're going to have Maurice Hall coming on. So we're not going to have one national champion, but two on our show. So looking forward to that.
There's going to be a lot of bling on that show. Looking forward to it. Tomorrow, 6:45, everybody. Down in the show notes or down in the down below, if we click on it, you'll find the link over there to the Buckeye Zone. If you want to go head over there and subscribe real fast and ring the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's live show at 6:45. Good evening, Bart. Welcome in. How has your weekend gone, and where can people find you at?
Well, my weekend's going pretty good. Celebrating my stepson's 14th birthday today.
Happy
and
birthday.
I watched my Buckeyes beat the number 8 Purdue. So they're a Jekyll and Hyde team, and I can't figure them out, but they kicked their butt today. So great weekend to be a Buckeye, have friends like you, and just Bart Dennison on Facebook. And I get random friend requests, and it's like we have mutual friends of you and Sean and Chris a lot of times, so I know they're from the podcast. And I just became friends with Duran Grant the other day, so he accepted my friend request. So it's kind of cool to hit up the people you watched on TV during Saturday. So it's kind of nice.
Awesome.
It is kind of cool. Of course, you all know me. You can email the program at theohiopodcast@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter over at theohiopod. We're on Facebook at the OHIO Podcast on Facebook. And, of course, I'm at Eric Boggs at Facebook if you want to follow me personally, although I never post anything personal on Facebook anymore because all I do is this. There's literally, I think I made a happy friend anniversary post on Facebook today with my mom because Facebook was,
I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
suggested it to me and I was like, sure, whatever. Yeah.
And you know her for like 8 years. Like, really? You just knew her later in life, Eric? Come on.
Yeah, it said happy 13th friend anniversary to your mom. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew you a little bit longer than that. I mean,
Now, Mika, Eric and I have both reached out and we've heard nothing. She's asking where DK's at.
So I sent Dylan Kuhn a message yesterday before Ohio State beat Purdue for the third consecutive time. I sent him a message yesterday, said, hey, why don't you be with us on the pod tomorrow because we're talking Big Ten coaches. And crickets. I think he was preemptively knowing it was going to be a bad day for him.
I tell you what, Jake Deaver owns Purdue.
He's their daddy. He's Painter's daddy, isn't he? Wow. He's beaten him 3 times. He's 3-0 against Purdue. That doesn't make any sense.
It's kind of like football with us and Purdue during the Tiller years, man. He would give us problems, you know? But I don't think he ever got us 3 straight.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, guys, let's dive into it. We got tons of topics this evening. It's going to be a great show. I've got an audio clip I want to run for you all. Let me set this up for you. So Matt Patricia's in Indianapolis for the Combine. And, of course, Pat McAfee, Indianapolis is where Pat McAfee's show is actually broadcasted from, is in Indianapolis. So he's got a good in there. They're sitting up. If you've ever been to Lucas Oil Stadium, which if you've never been to Lucas Oil, just go. Like, it is my favorite stadium next to the Horseshoe. It is awesome place to watch a football game. And he's sitting up on like the second or third deck and doing an interview there. And I've been up there. It's so cool. You ride these escalators up. There's this big area where they've got like it's like a concourse area where you can hang out, stand and watch the game while you drink your beer and eat your pretzel or whatever you get from the concession stands there at Lucas Oil. And that's where he's conducting this interview. And he's going to ask him a question about going from the New England Patriots, the NFL, to Ohio State. And without prompts, Patricia starts to talk specifically about Ryan Day's competitive culture in the program. It's an incredibly interesting, insightful comment. I want to play it, and we're going to react to it. Here we go.
If New England and Ohio State compare to each other, or what messages you're delivering to the boys to get them ready for an NFL situation, like how has that kind of been good for you or bad for you maybe as you're taking this?
No, it's really been great. Certainly you got to start with Coach Day and the culture and kind of the guys and the people that he has in the building, and certainly on the defensive side you felt it right away when you walk in the meeting room, and certainly the linebackers, but Caleb Downs and just so many great guys, kids that you're coaching, so you feel that competitiveness and you feel that culture of just competing every single day.
All right. So interesting, Chris. The very first thing he brings up isn't, hey, Ohio State's got all these NFL guys in their program, and we just got to, get them ready for the NFL, which is what I think Pat McAfee was trying to hit at was, you kind of have an NFL light program at Ohio State. You just got to get them there. And the first thing he says is, it is the Ryan Day's competitive culture. That's the correlation he made between coaching in the NFL, coaching at New England, where he won all those Super Bowls, and at Ohio State. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that, we've said it all along that Ohio State is basically an NFL-like team at this point. And we talked about Ryan Day, his pro experience. You've got Patricia in there, pro experience. Tim Walton, pro experience. Laurinaitis came from inside, played in the league, pro experience. That is, that culture of competitiveness, knowing that you are competing every single day. You're competing for snaps. You're competing for playing time. You're competing for the right to step out on that field as a Buckeye. You're competing for the right to coach as a Buckeye. And those expectations, to me, what I'm hearing is they are mirroring the NFL expectations. So I think maybe that is why when we look at some of these coaches who have came in from the NFL, it's a more seamless transition than what we thought it was going to be. You look at a coach like Bill Belichick, one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time, but he steps back to the college game and he's very mediocre. But you take these guys who are running, Ryan Day is taking, and he has created that NFL-like culture. And when he brings these guys in as assistants, whether it be Chip Kelly, Matt Patricia, now Arthur Smith, Tim Walton, and guys like Hartline and Laurinaitis, who are former players, they have it has the same vibe. And I think that is one of the reasons that if you look, I think that's a reason that players love it so much. I think that's one of the reasons our coaches love it so much. And I think that's one of the big reasons that coaches like Patricia find it an easy, and Chip Kelly found it to be a fairly easy transition back into the college game.
Our DCB brings up an interesting point, Chris, that I want you to answer. It's kind of in response to what you just said. What team are they mirroring, though? That's a huge difference. Do they have Super Bowl-like expectations, or do they have Cleveland Browns expectations?
Well, obviously they've got Super Bowl-type expectations.
Yeah, it's New England. That was what the question was about.
Yes.
Was about comparing the Patriots, where you coached and had success, to Ohio State, where you had success. Now, Ryan Day...
But you can even compare that too, Eric, to guys like Chip Kelly, who came from Philadelphia, where, again, it was a winning culture at Philadelphia as well.
Well, yeah, correct. But the point I'm getting at here is that he had a culture in New England. There was a culture in New England.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I think still resonates there, because look at what happened this year with Vrabel as head coach. Right back to the playoffs, back to the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
So that being said, there's obviously still a culture that was built at New England that is still there, despite the fact Brady left, despite the fact Bill Belichick got a girlfriend who is his granddaughter's age and decided to go to college to get young again. All those things happen at New England, but yet Mike Vrabel steps in, who was a part of that culture, and immediately it's back. Interesting that Matt Patricia brings up Ryan Day and talks about a competitive culture. Now, I'm going to circle back around and get to this in just a second, but first I want to get, Sean, your thoughts on that comment.
Well, I think what Ryan Day did is he took what Urban Meyer had here and how Urban Meyer had all that competitive. I mean, if you hear everybody talk about Meyer's program, how everything was a competition, I think Ryan Day took that, then he morphed it with his NFL experience, and he kind of combined the two. And I think he's taken what Urban built, but he took it to another level, and he just brought the NFL into it. And I think, like Patricia said, I think them former coordinators that come from the NFL that come and work with them fit right in perfectly.
Bart?
Well, me and you have been coaches before. There's nothing else that brings out something rather than a competitive nature. You make every drill competitive. In basketball, you do one-on-one. In football, you could do cornerback, receiver with a quarterback. Everything is competition. There's always a winner and loser. The thing that's at Ohio State is you've got 4 stars against 5 stars, 5 stars against 5 stars. You have like an NFL roster because you have great talent. And I think you're seeing that when the portal are going after our backups because they are really good. And stone sharpens stone. So when you have a great cornerback going against Jeremiah Smith, it just makes that cornerback so much better. So it's a perfectly fine. It's great to be able to do that. I don't think there's too many colleges that can do that. Honestly, having great people on both sides plus backups being great. But I was going to go back to real quick about the culture of New England.
Okay.
And I have a problem with that. Is Belichick? I don't know if had a culture. He had a great quarterback. Was he a great culture at Cleveland?
Then how do you explain what
Actually,
happened
yeah.
this year with Vrabel?
He had a great quarterback that was MVP. He did.
He did. I watched those last two
Brady.
games. He was not great.
Well, he was like in the top 2 of MVP, and he should have probably won the MVP. If Belichick doesn't have Tom Brady, which is the greatest quarterback of all time, and you win, does that mean it's a culture, or you got a great quarterback that can lead a team?
Well, there's
Brady-
been a ton of great
Brady isn't
quarterbacks
Brady
who
without
failed.
Belichick.
Brady was a system quarterback who excelled in his system.
Brady was everything. He was the greatest quarterback of all time.
He was
I
a
don't
sixth-round draft pick. If you go look at his combine and what he looked like. And if he
Right.
was so great, I mean, he split time at freaking Michigan. I mean, he had to share snaps.
No, I
mean,
agree. But he became one of the greatest of all time. He didn't
Yeah,
start that
because
way.
of Belichick. I mean,
Well, yeah.
Belichick turned Cleveland around. If Art Modell doesn't screw that up and sell the team, they were on their way to a Super Bowl. There's no doubt about
How
it.
many
I
Super
agree.
Bowls has Belichick had without Tom Brady?
He didn't win any without him, and Brady did win one without Belichick.
Exactly. So is it really Belichick, or is it you have a once in a lifetime?
Why didn't Brady win more
That's right.
without him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you could have.
Because it was more than just Brady.
It was a
more than
symbiotic
just
relationship.
Belichick. Yeah, absolutely.
You say it's a culture
One
when
couldn't
they
succeed.
win.
One couldn't succeed without the other. 100%.
Well, it's also a culture when you lose. It's also a culture when your entire coaching staff is in trouble with the law. Hello, Michigan.
Correct. I agree.
I
with
mean, so the fact that Matt Patricia brings up the word culture here, I think is significant.
Mhm.
I think if there's anybody who understands culture, it would be Matt Patricia. Let's follow this out for a second. New England to Detroit. Did Detroit have a winning culture? You bet your Skippy they didn't. They had a loser's mentality for the longest time, and he could not change that. In those 3 years he was there in Detroit, they still continued to be the Lions of old. Now they have a coach there now, along with coupled working with a former Buckeye and Detroit Lion great and Chris Spielman, who have systematically over time changed the culture in Detroit. But Matt Patricia understands culture.
or they got better players. One of the two. I mean,
So
yeah.
you just think that good players automatically just means you have good culture?
That's what you're saying.
No,
I
it's
am
not what I'm saying
I'm
at
not
all.
saying at all. Just because you win doesn't mean you have a good culture. You have good players. That's it. If you don't have good players, you can still have a good culture without great players and still be respectable, good young men and do the things the right way without winning.
Absolutely.
But you can have great
Sure.
players and suck.
You can.
Texas A&M, perfect example. Look at the squad that they put together a few years ago. What'd they get for it? Nothing.
Nothing. I think
You have to have the culture in place.
Yeah, I agree with Chris 100%. Without the culture, you're going to fail.
Yep.
Right?
I don't care how
I
good the
think-
players are.
Who was it? Man, someone have to look this quote up for me. It might have been Vrabel. It might have been a quote from Vrabel. Culture is what you have after you lose. That will tell you what kind of culture you have. I
mean,
think
there's
it
a
might have
couple-
been Vrabel that said that.
They call it the Patriot Way for a reason, because of the culture that Belichick built there. It's called the Patriot Way.
Mika with the quote of the night right now, the comment of the night. She does not like Skippy peanut butter.
No, Jif all the way. I agree.
No, you brought up something really interesting with this, Sean. As you said, Ryan Day took the competitive culture of Urban Meyer. Now, I have a theory. Get your tinfoil hats out. Mika, you're going to like this. My theory is that Urban Meyer is so doggone competitive. I've said this before. Chris knows exactly where I'm going. That Urban Meyer is addicted to winning so much that after about 6 to 7 years, he burns out. He cannot sustain that level of competitive culture, for lack of a better term, Bart, it absolutely destroys him as a human being, and he cannot go beyond that. As you're going to find out later tonight in this show, when we get into our rankings, we are embarking on year number 8 of Ryan Day. I have to ask the question, if it's all about just a competitiveness in that culture, are you not worried about burnout? I believe it's more than just competitiveness, but that was the one thing that Matt Patricia could hang his hat on that felt familiar to him at Ohio State compared to New England. Your thoughts, Chris?
Well, I think the difference between a guy like Day and a guy like Urban is that it is more than just the competitiveness. Because you may talk to, and some players may say it and some players may not, but you can talk to players who have played for both. And they may tell you, Urban is one of the best coaches in college football history, but he can also be a horrible SOB.
Mm-hmm.
He can be mean and nasty. There is a love and a trust that goes on between Ryan Day and his players. There is a culture of competitiveness, but I would also say that there's somewhat of a maybe more secondary, but still in the mix, a culture of compassion, a culture of caring that is there that isn't there with a lot of coaches. And that's why I think Ryan Day, A, can sustain his college run longer, and B, why so many players want to play for Ryan Day. It's not always about the money. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's about the money, but it's not always just about the money. I think that makes a difference. And I'm actually going to bring something up here because as much as I don't think he is, and this will jump on our conversation later, as much as I don't think he's number one, I think Cignetti's got a lot of that Urban in him, that same type of that fire, that anger that he coaches with, which is not going to be sustainable long term at this kind of level. Whereas I think Ryan Day is somebody that's going to be along for the long haul because he's about the competitive, but he's about more than just that. And to me, I think that is what makes Ohio State and their culture a special place to be.
Go ahead. See, I think it helped. I think it helped Ryan Day a lot coaching with Urban because if you look every drill that they did at Ohio State, they keep score. I mean, everything is a competition. I mean, if you lose in sprints, they mark it down. They mark it down in the weight room. Everything is a competition. And I think Ryan took that competition part, but he also, like Chris says, he has that compassion where he actually cares. He really cares about it. I just think him and Urban go about it two different ways on the way that they treat their players. And I think Ryan's more laid back than what Urban is, because if Urban loses, man, he could not accept it. It almost destroyed him. If you look at Ryan this year, if he would have lost that Michigan game, yeah, I think we could be talking about something different. But man, I think ever since he's won the Natty and he's beat Michigan, you can see a different version of Ryan Day. The culture's still there, still competitive, but I don't think he'll burn out like Urban did.
I'll bring up a point here that the Urban and Ryan are different. Is Urban was at Florida. He was at other Utah, but Florida where it's really intense. He did it for a while, and then he came to Ohio State. Ryan Day didn't. He was learning on the job as a head coach. And I think if he would have taken that first 4 or 5 years and kept on doing that, he would have got burnt out. But the one thing Ryan Day did different was he got NFL coaches to help him. He has learned on the job. He's got other people to help him, which will make him sustain that longevity a lot longer than Urban did. Now, I'm not saying Urban didn't have help, but I think Ryan Day has learned on the job, and he didn't have that hotbed of Florida, being a Florida coach for how many years, and that pressure that builds up there. So I think he is learning on the job, and he has a lot more time left because he has divvied up that workload, I guess, and not put it all on him. So I really think he's in it for the long run because he's also fairly young. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Urban coached 6 years at Florida. He coached 7 at Ohio State. And he coached 4 before Florida. 17 years is all Urban coached in college. He had 1 year in the NFL, 18 years as a coach, as a head coach. Now he had multiple years, getting to that point, which Ryan Day did as well. But, usually Urban Meyer, 6 years, gone. 7 years, gone. He couldn't sustain beyond that. I think you're right, Bart. It's because he was a very different person. So I just found this really, really interesting that without being prompted, Matt Patricia made the comparison in culture from New England to Ohio State, and he specifically said Ryan Day and his competitive culture. I thought that was incredibly interesting. I wanted to highlight that this evening. Anything else on this before we move on? Is there anything else you guys want to bring up on this topic?
No,
I'm good.
Okay. I'm good.
I was hoping one of you would have something to say. My goodness, because I'm trying to find the next video.
Well, I would, but it would cut into the third segment, Eric. So I'm just gonna let it go.
Well, I appreciate you thinking about the show notes. All right, that gave me time to get this prepared. All right, I actually have a 10-second video for you guys. I'm going to play it twice. This is the moment Lorenzo Styles went from being undrafted to being a draft pick this year.
Line.
Lorenzo Styles Sr. won a Super Bowl with the Rams.
He's rolling.
And Junior just runs a 4.28. Holy smokes. Take
line.
Lorenzo Styles Sr. won a Super Bowl with the Rams.
He's rolling.
And Junior just runs a 4.28. Holy smokes. Take.
Whew. That's fast.
Okay. I didn't have that on my bingo card, folks. I admit it. I did not know Lorenzo Styles was that fast. I had no idea. Guys, that was the fastest 40 time ever recorded from an Ohio State Buckeye at the NFL Combine. Now, before anybody gets in the comments and starts arguing, I understand Ted Ginn Jr. did not run the 40 in the Combine. He was injured, so he didn't get an opportunity to run in the Combine. I'm not saying Lorenzo Styles Jr. is faster than Teddy Ginn Jr. And who was the other burner from the 90s wide receiver? Was it Teddy Ginn Jr.? Joey Galloway. Thank you. Yeah, Joey Galloway was obviously, I think, one of the fastest Buckeyes of all time. But
they say it looks like he can still do it too. That's what they're saying. He's still ripped.
That, ladies and gentlemen, I did not see that coming. Lorenzo Styles Jr. was he's probably going to get picked up. He's probably not going to get drafted. Someone's going to give him a flyer to where? Where will he now be drafted, Chris?
I'll tell you, Eric, this kid not only ran himself into the draft, I think he ran himself up the ladder a little bit as well. I think he's probably still going to project out as a day 3 guy. But where we were talking about potentially undrafted or maybe somebody takes a flyer in the 7th, I really think that he's probably a 4th round guy.
No.
I'm telling you, I think he can get into the 4th round.
How?
That speed is going to impress a lot of people.
Yeah,
now, what
but
could
not
hurt
4th
him?
round.
What could hurt him? He's got a couple things going for him. He's got speed. He's got name. Those 2 things are very valuable.
But he's not a linebacker.
He doesn't have to be.
Injuries
could
point, Sean.
hurt it. The shoulder could hurt it. But, man, it makes me wonder what we would have seen out of a healthy Lorenzo Styles Jr. all season. Because, my God, that speed, that's unreal. And, Eric, before you discount the fact that I think he can get into the 4th round, remember how much these NFL personnel people put on those measurables.
Well, I mean, yeah, you had what was the old guy from the Raiders when they were still in?
Al Davis.
Al Davis.
Al Davis would have been like, "That's my first round pick right there."
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, he's got the there are some technical questions because you look at him, he's probably going to project out as a safety, obviously.
Right.
Is he going to
Although,
make the transition to a
He
standard
did a
safety?
heck of a job at nickel this year, man.
He did. But what he does have in a lot of this, thanks to Dad, because you've got some tremendous instincts that I'm thinking were born into that young man. You've got the speed. You've got the processing speed. You understand angles. You took a few bad ones this year, but you understand angles.
Not really. He had that one bad play against Ohio University.
Exactly.
That's
There wasn't many.
Yeah, the only one I can remember. And when he was out of the game, guys, our defense was not as good.
It was less, yeah. So this wasn't just fast. It was historically fast. And I'm telling you, I think he ran himself into potentially a 4th round, at worst a 5th round spot.
We got some predictions here in the chat. RDCB said 6th round. Tyler says I could see him going in between the 4th round and 6th round. Way to really narrow that down there, Tyler.
I have a prediction between the 1st and 7th round. He'll probably go. So.
Oh, thanks, Bart.
First undrafted free agent.
But let me just tell you this.
Now here's the specific. This is what I'm talking about right here. Cold Smoke 202. San Francisco 49ers will draft Zoe in the 6th round with brother on the same NFL team too. Go Bucks and go Niners. That's specific. That's what I want to see. I think he goes late 5th. One of the last picks in the 5th round is where I see him getting an opportunity, because I do think people, when you get into the 5th, 6th, 7th rounds, it's about need and it's about potential. And people are going to see that time and they're going to say, Dad was a legend, brother's really good, and he is fast. That's potential. Someone's going to take a flyer on him in the late 5th.
Here's the problem I've got with that prediction that the gentleman had in the chat. And that is, he's assuming that Sonny Styles is going to be there at 27. That's not going to happen.
No. I think he's saying 49ers are going to trade up to get him.
He would have to, because he's not going to be there at 27.
No.
I'm telling you right now, I've seen people, including Mel Kiper, believe it or not, actually put 3 Buckeyes and some places even 4 Buckeyes into the top 5.
Yeah, well, Kiper had 4 in the top 7 picks.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen 4 in the top 5 by a few people.
I could see 3 for sure, but
this is for moments like this, players like this. This is who the NFL Combine was designed for. Now, I'll be honest, I was really surprised that Sonny Styles and Reese both participated in drills. I was surprised they did that.
And they helped themselves a little, I think, Eric.
I think they solidified themselves is what they did. There's no longer any questioning about, hey, are you guys top 10 picks? I think they both solidified themselves as top 10 picks by doing that. So it was a little bit of a gamble, but
I think Arvell, he declined in the second half of the season, and he wanted to prove himself, hey, I am a true athlete and I can help you out. So I think he did this because people were questioning his play in the second half, and he definitely boosted his stock by the way he did it.
I'll argue with people that said his play declined, because there was a lot of times that they had him spying. And, a lot of times when you make plays, people run away from you. And they were running away from him a lot. So, I mean, did he make as many plays in the second half as he did the first half? No, but, I mean, people didn't know really what to expect from him at the beginning, and he tore up a lot of people, so they weren't going to run his way.
Yeah, but Sean, in the NFL or anything, they're all stats people. They're all numbers. And if you're not getting the numbers, that they automatically assume that I completely agree with you. But if you get a player that's averaging 5 points a game, because they're boxing wanting, does that mean he's going to go top round? Probably not, because the stats aren't there. But I think he had to do it because of those, because they were going away from him. But you're correct, though.
I mean, these GMs in the NFL aren't the brightest people. I mean, we've seen so many stupid picks. So it's hard saying with Lorenzo where he'll go, but I think he's maybe 5th round at the end of the 5th round. Maybe if he's lucky because of that speed. I mean, that's one thing you can't teach is speed, man. And he's got that track speed. But let's not forget, he started out his college career as a receiver at Notre Dame. So he played a full year at receiver. So I could see someone saying, yeah, we can develop him, maybe as a safety, but we can put him back returning punts, returning kicks. I mean,
he returned that kick against UCLA for a touchdown. I think Smoke mentioned that earlier.
He could be on. I mean, he's going to have to do special teams, for his first couple of years if he can develop into a starter on defense.
Hey, Ted Ginn Jr. made a complete career out of being a number 2 wide receiver and a stud punt kick returner in the NFL. Played how many years? Like 12, 14 years, something like that in the NFL. And mostly he was never a number 1 wide receiver in the NFL, but still made a huge career after that. Tyler wants us. Tyler, dude, you get your questions answered, my man, because you're always here. Can we talk about how Carnell Tate did not have a great 40? It was 4.53 on the 40 for him in the combine. I'm not worried about it at all. Can I tell you why? Because he's the best route runner and he has the best hands and the best body control out of all the wide receivers in this draft. And some are saying he dropped himself out of the top 10.
No way.
He won't fall past the Browns at 6.
He'll be the first receiver taken. I'll tell you what, one thing, maybe he ran a bad 40, but the one thing that he did prove this year in college is contested catches, man. The way he went up in contested catches, NFL quarterbacks are going to love that. They're just going to throw him jump balls and let him go up and get it, man.
Let's not forget, he can run again at the pro day and improve that time.
He can.
Exactly.
On a track he's used to that is known as being a little bit faster at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center than it is at the combine in Indianapolis. If I'm Carnell Tate, all I got to do is say go watch my film.
Yeah,
exactly.
What's better than a 40? Your film. That is all. And let's not forget, they put this so much emphasis on speed. Guess what? How many straight line speeds do you have in the NFL? How where you just take off and go straight? How many is that? It's almost a stop and start where you need to be doing it rather than the straight line speed. And with Leonard Styles, he's got 3 or 4 things going with him. He's a Styles, his dad, he's a Ohio State Buckeye, and that kickoff return. Because they can combine and say, hey, this might be a weapon that we can use. But let's not forget, unless you know what you're doing in the backfield, if you don't have to think, your speed will come in. But if you have to think just a slight bit, it doesn't matter how fast you are, you're getting burned in the NFL.
Yeah, if you can't play fast, you're screwed.
You are. And if you have to think about it, he will get picked up because I think Ohio State's reputation, I guess, and what you say culture, is going to help him because he will get drafted because it is Ohio State. And they do develop great players. So, yeah, I think 6, 7 spot, but I am 0. I really – thank you, Chris. I really, really hope that my Browns pick up Carnell Tate.
I do too.
I would love that, and I don't want Jordan Tyson. He is injury prone. I think he's a great athlete. I still think Carnell Tate is the best receiver. And how crazy is that? That last year, I think after his mom passed away or something like that, he had a great game up at Michigan State or Purdue or something like that.
Northwestern. Let's not forget Marvin Harrison even said Carnell Tate's better than I am.
Yeah.
How crazy is that we're saying that he's a top 5 and we didn't even know how great he was until midway last year. Unbelievable. But great athlete and from what I hear, almost a greater person. So
let's go over it real fast before we take our commercial break, and then we dive into the second part of the show, which is a tradition like none other. We are going to be ranking the Big Ten head coaches. It's March. It's what we do. Caleb Downs, first round. Caden McDonald, end of first round, beginning of second. Arvell Reese, first round. Carnell Tate, first round. Max Clare?
No way.
Third or fourth?
Third.
Let's say 4th or 5th.
Sonny Styles, first round.
First round.
Caden Curry, third, second,
fifth,
third,
fourth.
fifth?
I'm between second and the third. Sean, I think, has his size coming up against him a little bit, don't you, Sean?
I mean, and he only did it for 1 year, man. So I mean, I know that wasn't his fault, but I mean, they're gonna look and see his size if he can. I mean, maybe they'll make him a situational pass rusher coming in it to begin with, but he's gonna have to add a little size to play 4 down, be a 4 down defensive end.
I also think they're going to say who played in front of him last year too. It's like, did he have an opportunity?
I mean that.
But you look where was JT and Sawyer drafted?
Second and third.
Second, third.
So you're looking at Caden Curry, maybe a late third, fourth. Then I mean, because I don't think he's better than Jack Sawyer or JT. So
I say fourth or fifth. That's what I think a fourth round, but he could drop to the fifth.
Hot take: Caden Curry has a more successful NFL career than both those guys.
I think maybe more than JTT, but not Jack. Jack made some.
Jack's already showing signs in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Davis Igbinosun will get drafted. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lorenzo Styles Jr. now gets drafted.
Yes.
Yes.
We're at 9. Can you find another person on this roster? Let me throw some names. Will Kasmerick?
No.
Probably not.
Tywone Malone Jr.
I think a seventh or
seventh.
I think a 7th or 6th round. Someone will take a flyer on him because he really played better this year.
And he's got good size.
Yeah.
CJ Donaldson.
Man,
maybe a flyer in the 7th.
Maybe in the 7th, but I think more.
He's probably UFA.
I think there's a better chance that Ethan Onyanwa gets drafted.
Just because of his size, and he had good years at Rice.
And his position. No, let's not forget the position. I mean, the fact is running backs are so undervalued in the NFL, they just throw them away after a year or two and move on.
All right, I'm going to blow.
You're forgetting about one more.
I know. I'm about ready to make your mind blow.
Jay
Fielding, Bart.
Jay Fielding.
You preemptively knew I was going to poke you with that one.
Wouldn't that be funny if Vrabel drafted him in the 7th round just to do it?
To break the record or some kind of record.
But he had a chance to do that with like G. Scott, and he wouldn't do it. So I wouldn't count on Vrabel doing that.
If 5 Buckeyes get drafted in the first round, we know 4 are. The K-Mac is the question mark.
I think he gets there.
I see K-Mac doing early 20s.
If he gets drafted in the first round, which we will be watching live on Patreon, folks. So make sure you're a member of Patreon. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing our annual Ohio State mock draft game. If he gets drafted in the first round, that's 5. That makes 100 Ohio State players to be drafted in the first round. Ohio State leads that list hands down, more than Notre Dame, more than Michigan, more than Alabama, more than
USC.
Georgia. Sorry, Penn State. You guys are like 50th on that list, dude. More than any of those schools, Ohio State has had more talent drafted in the first round of the NFL than any other team. If they get 5, they'll be the first to hit 100 players drafted.
Tyler agreed with you, Eric, so you know you're right. So
here's a quick question. Who's the first Buckeye to get drafted? Who will be the first Buckeye to get drafted?
Can I tell you who it should be?
No, he's asking who it is.
You're going to say the first one should be Caleb, aren't you, Eric?
The first one should be
I'll be
Caleb
honest,
Downs.
I think that Arvell comes off the board first. I think he goes
over Sonny?
Just because
Arvell's going to go to the Jets because of
there
his
is
size,
this move
he's
happening
more of a
right
hybrid
now.
guy.
There is this move happening right now that Sonny Styles is going to go before Arvell.
I think it all depends on. I think he goes to the Jets just the way they play their defense. But if the Jets don't take him, I think he could fall. But there's also talks that the Browns might take him if he falls to him.
No, there's no way the Browns take him. Well, it would be a Browns move, though.
It would be a Browns move.
Him or Caleb,
Sonny,
because there are only 1 or 2 players to complete that. To have that defense, an elite defense.
Maybe I'm in the minority here. I don't think Arvell is a top 10 player, and I say that because he's a tweener. He is a little too small for linebacker in the NFL, and really too small for defensive end. And he's really pushing. Hey, I'm really kind of an edge rusher. I just think he's kind of a tweener right now, and I just
play outside backer.
I was just saying a traditional 3-4 defense.
But
outside
he's
would
pushing
be a
it. He's
great
pushing to be an
outside
edge
backer.
person now. He came out and said, "Hey, I'm an edge rusher /
Well, that's-
linebacker."
Well, that's
Well,
where the money's at.
that's what
It
the
doesn't.
3-4
It
does.
doesn't matter what he's pushing. He's going to
Yeah.
be exactly what the team wants him to be because that's
I mean,
that's who's
look-
paying his paychecks on
Look
Sunday.
at Vilma. Jonathan Vilma was an awesome inside linebacker, and Arvell's bigger than he was. So, I mean, Rokon Smith wasn't the biggest guy either. So, I mean, he can play middle linebacker. He's got the speed. He's got all the tools that he needs. And look how strong he is. He's knocking 300-pounders on their butts, guys. Linemen.
And really, linebackers are only as good as the front people you have in front of you. If they can eat up
that's
a lot
true.
of the defenders too, so it really depends what team you're on.
Hey, Chris. Here you go, buddy.
Not since the idiot that Washington drafted. What was it? LeVar Arrington.
He was a stud. He just got hurt.
He was great.
What about Michael
What's
Parsons?
your next
dude?
best claim to?
Michael
Michael
Parsons.
Parsons,
He's one of the best linebackers.
who wanted to be a Buckeye
is.
until we screwed that up on game day. Thanks, Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah.
Parsons
He'll get picked
Parsons
to take
is
from Eddie
good.
George.
And
Courtney-
then you've got Puzzlesny was okay.
Yeah.
So you got 3 in the last 30 years.
Yeah, before
Kick
that, in the
rocks.
70s and the 80s, they were linebacker U, but that's a long time ago, dude.
Kick rocks.
There was a lot of things you could put in front of the letter U at Penn State, but we're not going to go there tonight. All right, let's go ahead and tell you all that tonight's episode is brought to you by A Place at Home Senior Care. If your loved one is recovering from a recent hospitalization, stroke, or fall, or living with dementia and needing support at home, A Place at Home Dublin provides home care supportive services like bathing, dressing, mobility assistance, and medication reminders, all in the comfort of home. Learn more at aplaceathome.com/Dublin or call 740-472-8181. We appreciate A Place at Home being our sponsor here on Sunday nights on the OHIO podcast. All right, this is going to be a lot of fun. Let me go back in time. The year was 1999. We haven't heard of anything called a COVID yet. I didn't have any gray on my chinny chin chin.
Me either.
Well, you had a little starting in there.
I had hair.
Eh,
Full set of hair.
Bart used to
Bart
be able
still
to
didn't
comb
have
his
hair.
hair in 2019. No, it was a great year, and it was the year that we started the OHIO podcast in my basement, down in my basement, talking into the void in my microphone. I recorded our very first podcast in March of 2019. Here in a couple weeks, we'll be celebrating our birthday here at the OHIO podcast. We will be turning 7.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, we're going to try to get Aaron back on, my original OG co-host. We'll be in touch with him. We might even get Mello on. He was a part of the OHIO podcast. See Mello hanging out there in the chat.
Oh, Mello, my brother.
We'll see if we can do on having a great night. But the very first episode I ever recorded by myself, it was bad. Ooh, was it bad?
Good.
Can we see it?
No,
No,
it was,
but you
it was
can hear it.
audio only.
Oh, it's audio. Okay.
I have the recording. I do. It's
It's locked away. in a
Maybe
vault.
we should listen to that and break it down on Patreon.
that would be interesting. Anyways, needless to say,
Mello's in the Netherlands. He wants you to know.
wow, cool. Well, let's repost it. Oh, brother, we'll do it on Patreon. We will make fun of it on Patreon. I think that's a great idea. The very first episode was me ranking the Big Ten coaches, all 14 of them.
And you had Kurt Signetti number 1.
Kurt Signetti, I didn't even know who Kurt Signetti was.
Exactly, because he's a terrible coach. That's why.
So
here we go.
every
Come on,
year,
Bart, we can't say terrible.
Okay, sorry.
Didn't Alex already put you guys in your places before? I mean, come on.
Well, Alex didn't do nothing. Okay,
Yeah,
But
Alex-
let's
Yeah, I'm
let Eric
surprised you
finish.
still walk from that butt kicking he gave you guys.
so every March, I like to do this again, but this time we're going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to give you my 18, and you guys are going to then respond by telling me where you have that particular coach. I have a feeling that your 18 is going to be similar to my 18. Now, there might be one that's a little different here and there. Usually, Chris and I go lockstep with each other on these things. But this is going to be a little bit different, so we'll have some fun with this one. All right, here we go. Number 18. In honor of today's win over at the Schottenstein Center, I have Purdue. That's right. We've got number 18 for me is Barry Odom. He went 2-10 last year, which was actually an improvement for Purdue on the season before. 0-9 in the Big Ten. This will be year number 2 for Mr. Odom over there in West Lafayette. Chris, where do you got Barry at?
I actually have Barry at 18.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to that, or nope? It's just that's what it is.
No, I think that poor Barry's in over his head. It's Purdue, and Barry's in over his head. He should have stayed out west.
Sean?
I have him at 17.
Okay.
I thought Purdue, they gave great effort, and I think once he gets his program in there and he gets some recruits and gets his people in there, I think he could, climb the ladder real good for Purdue and have them, a successful season, winning 4 or 5 games.
I also have him at 18. I think there's some really good coaches in the Big Ten. Until he proves otherwise, he's a good coach. He's just at the bottom right now of the Big Ten.
Yeah. Anybody want to take a shot on where you think Purdue's actually going to end up this year? Do you think they can get out of the cellar? I mean, I haven't looked at their schedule, but the last couple years they have had, I think, the most difficult schedule in the Big Ten.
I haven't really looked at their schedule either, so
anything's possible.
All right. Well, I know this.
They're going to be in the bottom third, no matter what.
Oh yeah, I do know this though. He's not on a hot seat. And the next couple guys I'm about to mention, their seats are awful hot. And I don't think if there's anybody in the Big Ten hotter, well, maybe one over in Madison, but number 17 for me, give me Loxley. I at times I kind of want the guy to do better than what he does, simply because like it's his hometown, man. Like I don't think there's anybody who wants to succeed more for Maryland than Loxley does. He's a DMV guy. He believes in Maryland. He, like, every ounce of his being wants to succeed in Maryland. He just can't do it. I don't think he's a very good coach. He gets out-recruited for the best players in the DMV. And even though he's gotten a 5-star here and there and a really high 4-star to stay home, it never equates to much success. And without Tua's little brother, Taulia Tagovailoa, bam, nailed that. Without him, he's been nothing. And I know they've got a superstar who's going to be going into their second year at quarterback. Everything is riding on that arm, folks. If he does not succeed, Mike Loxley is going to be done. Chris?
I toyed with putting him at 18. I really did. Simply because this is a guy has squandered some good talent, not great talent, but very good talent at Maryland. Had a brief upswing, but for the most part, here's a guy that in 11 years has managed to have 3 winning seasons. Do you know he has as many seasons with 1 win, or actually has more with 1 win or less than he has winning seasons in 11 years? I don't know how the hell this guy got a job coaching in a Big Ten school. I really don't. I mean,
well, he was in Alabama. He went to Alabama. He was the offensive coordinator at Alabama.
He was the offensive coach at Alabama. I know, but the fact is that this Nick Saban is he can't save everybody, because the fact is this guy is a completely below average coach, a career winning percentage of .430. It's shameful that he is even employed still. But yes, I have him at 17 as well, Eric.
Before you guys give your answer, I should have mentioned he's 37-49 overall at Maryland, 17-48 in the Big Ten. 17 wins to 48 losses. And again, most of those came with Taulia Tagovailoa, the quarterback. Sean?
I actually have him at 18. I think he's a horrible coach. He's with the talent that he has around that state. I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't be better than what they are. I think if it wasn't for him being Nick Saban's friend and coaching with him, that he wouldn't have got the job that he got. So I think he's horrible.
I also have him at 17. That record in the Big Ten. I think it's unfair sometimes because I don't know if Maryland can recruit with the big boys. Although I absolutely love their stadium. You can walk around on the second concourse, almost halfway around in the open air and watch a game. It's a really cool stadium, but I don't really like him as a coach. But although he did take Ohio State to the edge here a couple years, so
Yeah, he did. Tyler, come on, man, that's a cop out. I think he's tied with Barry Odom. Pick one, dude. There ain't no ties. Come on.
Come on, C-3PO.
Oh, this pains me to say, guys. This pains me so much to say. I like this guy so much. I love his family.
Luke Fickell.
Luke Fickell at number 17.
Ooh.
You want to talk about a hot seat?
You mean 16?
16.
Sorry, 16. Yes, thank you. You want to talk about a hot seat? It's burning right now in Madison, Wisconsin. It's burning. The only way he survives is if they make it to the CFP. That's it. If they don't have a 10-win season, and maybe 9-3 can save his job. Maybe, if he can convince people. Wisconsin had this year circled, 2026. They had this year circled as being the year they go to the CFP. Now, they have a very easy schedule. That is an advantage to them. And you can make the argument that Luke Fickell's had nothing but a run of terrible luck in Madison with injury after starting quarterback being injured at the beginning of the year after year after year. But it's just been ugly. And there was so much talk he was going to get fired last year, and he never did. And the reason why he never got fired, and this is according to the Bucky report over on the College Huddle, our Wisconsin guys, his buyout was such that if they were to buy him out, they wouldn't have had the money to go to the portal to prepare for the year that they have had circled as being the year they make the CFP in 2026. So it's a gamble on their part, but it was a strategic gamble to keep them, to give them one more opportunity. But this is it. This is it for my boy Fick. It's do or die. He's got to make it this year or he's out. I've got him at 16, Chris.
Eric, I agree about what you're saying with him being on the hot seat. Let me just go on record as saying I don't think that Wisconsin is any kind of indication of his coaching ability.
Agreed.
I think that, like you said, he's had the injury problems up there. I think he's had some internal issues with coaching up there. And I think that he was not a good fit for this program to begin with. They didn't have the type of players he needed for the type of things he wanted to do. It was going to be a 4-year rebuild, at least for when he came in. It was a bad fit. So shame on Luke Fickell for taking this job. But at the same time, I can't rank him as low as you did because I think we got some unproven guys who have career losing records on here, guys who have maybe lucked into a decent season or two. But overall, when you look at the body of work comparatively, I've got Luke Fickell up at number 11 comparatively in this.
Jeez, Chris.
Wow.
And that's not just me being a homer, Eric. I mean, I look
Yeah,
at
it
these
is.
coaches. No, I look at some of these coaches, and I know coaches that you're going to have ahead of them who are, for lack of a better term, total ass. You want to grade them on one good year, or you want to give them the benefit of the doubt because of the poor program they're taking over, but you want to dog Fickell for the same thing.
How long's Fick been at Madison, Wisconsin?
4 years. Well, 3 years. He's been there 4 years.
This is year number 4 for him, right?
Yes.
No, this is year number 5.
No, he was 1-1. He coached a bowl game in that 1 year. That's all he
Okay.
coached.
All right, 4. All right. He's 17-21 overall. 17-21 at one of the storied powerhouses in the Big Ten. Yeah, I said that.
That had fallen off the rails before he even got there.
But they hadn't fallen off this far, Chris. And then on top of that, he's 10-17 in the Big Ten. 10-7. Do you know who's next to Ohio State who's played in the most Big Ten championship games? It's Wisconsin.
Yeah. Back when we had the West, which didn't matter because they all sucked.
Touche. Sean, where you got him?
Where do I got Fickle, or who do I have at 16?
Where you got Fickle?
I got Fickle at 13.
Okay.
I'll agree with you, Eric, that he's had some really bad luck with the starting quarterbacks. He's went to the portal, I don't know how many times every year. I mean, it's kind of like the Cleveland Browns syndrome where they play like 5 quarterbacks a year. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but yet I think he got away from what Wisconsin's known for, and that's big offensive line, being able to play great defense and run the football. He's had multiple, OCs in there trying to change systems. He hasn't stuck to one system yet. So if the buyout wasn't so big, he wouldn't be there. So, I think he got lucky there. I'm praying that he does better, but man, I just don't see it.
Before Bart starts, I'd also say compare the schedule that he's been playing to every other team in the Big Ten as well.
It's been the hardest. The last 2 years, Wisconsin's had the most difficult Big Ten schedule out of anybody last 2 years in a row.
And not just Big Ten, but look at the out of conference.
Oh yeah, Alabama. They played Alabama 2 years in a row. Yeah, and Notre Dame this year. You can't say Wisconsin's doing the Indiana thing. That's for sure.
No.
They're definitely playing people.
I have him at 14. I tend to agree with Chris a lot on this. I think he's a really good coach. And let me ask you this: if for the last 2 years or the next 2 years, if our quarterbacks get hurt, are we firing Ryan Day? If Julian's saying, knock on wood, why do you fire Luke Fickell and you say he's not good because of his quarterbacks?
Because of expectations. I mean, is it
expectations for Ohio State to win?
Yeah, but if
they're not
TC,
going to the TFP.
I still think TSC steps in and still gives us a great season.
I mean,
I absolutely believe that.
But what if he doesn't?
Yeah, if he's unproven, if he doesn't, or let's say Wisconsin went on to the 3rd or 4th string this year.
They were on I think even
we can't. He's a great coach. We can't fault him because of his quarterbacks. And
trust me, I'm with you. I want him to be I want him to be the replacement for Larry Johnson.
Oh,
I want him to be defensive line coach. I want him back at Ohio State.
Line coach, maybe.
You're putting him all the way down there because of his coaching. You can't coach a 3rd or 4th string quarterback and get wins. You can't.
Hell.
Well, Urban Meyer did, but that was special. That was 1 year. And what other quarterback wants to go to Wisconsin and play? They have a running style, and what quarterback's going to be out there? And when you do get a good one, they get hurt right away. I don't think that's a reflection on him and his coaching style, and I think you have way too low for his coaching ability that he hasn't had a full deck of players up there for a while.
It's a terrible fit. Wisconsin was a terrible fit for Luke. He should have never went there.
Agreed.
He could have had the Penn State job, guys. If he would have,
and I would be frightened if he did.
If he would have just stayed at Cincinnati, he would be the Penn State head coach right now.
He could have had Notre Dame.
Would you have been?
Let's not forget who was offered the job before Freeman.
Yes, that's correct.
Would you have been afraid of that, Eric? Him getting a Penn State job?
Yes.
I wouldn't be afraid.
Let me ask you this: you just ranked him 16th.
Yeah.
But you're afraid of him getting the Penn State, so he must be a pretty good coach.
It's a terrible fit. It's an awful fit.
This is not about fits. This is if he's a good coach or not.
Do you like chocolate chip cookies?
No, because I'm thin. I'm really skinny.
Okay, sure.
Yes. What's your point there?
Do you like a good salad every now and then?
I hate salad.
Oh, come on. You like a good salad every
No, I don't. I've never ate a salad my whole life.
What, Bart? Yes, come on.
I have not. You can ask my wife, my daughter, my mom.
All right, terrible. Now, do you like
Sure,
spaghetti?
man, we eat salads.
Do you like spaghetti?
I do like spaghetti.
Do you like chocolate chips in your spaghetti?
No.
You know why? Terrible fit.
This is crazy.
But you're ranking how good a coach they are. You're not ranking the fit.
I am ranking. No. I didn't tell you how to rank where to rank them. I just said rank them from worst to first in the Big Ten. And I'm telling you right now on my ranking, he's 16th in the Big Ten right now.
Bart, can I tell you something? Can I teach you something right here? This is what you do in this situation.
Okay.
Eric, you're allowed to be wrong.
You're allowed to be wrong, Eric. You can't say he's a
But he's not.
best coach and then say, "Oh, I'm scared if he goes to Penn State."
I'll tell you.
That means he's a good coach.
John, you can't come to his defense when you rank him 13th. You ranked him higher than Bart.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was a bad coach.
You've got 15 other coaches better than him.
In the Big Ten right now in their situations, yes.
No, this is not situations.
Yes, it is. It's reality, Bart. It's reality.
I think you're misjudging some of these situations, by the way.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, here's one of them for you. UCLA's brand new coach, Bob Chesney. 0-0, has never coached a game at UCLA. This is his first year at UCLA. However, he just took James Madison to a college football playoff where he got beat by Oregon, but he did take them there. I think UCLA has already shown that they are going to be investing in NIL for this man. He's won everywhere he's been, same as Luke Fickell. But I think he's actually taking over a roster at UCLA that can do better than what they've done the last couple years under Deshaun Foster. And we also saw UCLA after Deshaun Foster was fired really show some life in that program.
Skipper.
I've got him at 15th.
I've got him at 16. Unproven at a top or elite tier. We still don't know what he can do when he doesn't have Curt Cignetti's players hanging around. What's left of him?
He didn't have Curt Cignetti's players. They all went to Indiana with Curt Cignetti.
Not
he had
all
his
of
own
them.
players.
You can't tell me the whole team transferred. So
half the team.
Okay. That being said, he's got 25 years of coaching experience. He is a Sun Belt Coach of the Year this past season. So I'm going to give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt. I've got him at 16. But I do agree with you on this, Eric. I do think he's inheriting a team that does have some talent. And he could possibly be up this list a little bit by the end of the year when we reevaluate things at the end of the year.
I got him at 15.
I got him at 16. I think they made a mistake. I think they should have did the offensive coordinator, that California-looking kid for UCLA, the offensive coordinator last year.
Neuheisel.
Yeah,
he did a heck of a job after beating Penn State. I thought he deserved it.
What was he, like 14 years old?
He looked like
he was. He's in his 30s though.
Yeah, he did.
He did a heck of a job.
I mean, Rick's son. I mean, you couldn't have got a good coach there. But is he still the offensive coordinator there or not?
No, he moved on.
I thought he got paid big bucks to go somewhere else, didn't he?
He brought most of his James Madison staff with him, who followed him from Holy Cross before that. So it's very Cignetti-like. Very Cignetti-like, which is what UCLA is banking on.
Including the bad hair.
What's that?
Including the bad hair.
So you think he's got bad hair?
You could show a drive-in movie on that forehead.
I would kill for that hair. Oh my gosh, I'd look freaking awesome in that hair.
You should show us what you would look like in that hair.
Okay, ChatGPT, here we go.
Looks like plastic hair on like a G.I. Joe figure or something.
Oh my gosh, Chris, get over it. I did not anticipate putting this guy at number 14, but here we are. Matt Rule. He is 19-19 overall at Nebraska. He's going into year number 4. If you all remember when he was at UMass and Baylor, year 3 was the year that he took UMass to their conference championship, I think, and he took Baylor to the Big 12 conference championship in year number 3. Nebraska had this year circled. They had the quarterback, or so they thought. They had the coach. This was going to be it. And they got back to a playoff, but
Playoffs.
but at 10-17 in the Big Ten, that's the same record as Luke Fickell in the Big Ten in the same amount of years, by the way. He just happens to be 19-19, where Luke Fickell's 17-21. So this is where I've got Matt Rule. Chris.
Again, that's a massive disrespect over some coaches that have done nothing.
Nothing.
Eric, nothing. I've actually got him at number 10. Granted, he is over 500 for his career. He's done a couple of great rebuilding jobs with Temple and Baylor. Nebraska, granted, not the greatest, and he's just lost his quarterback. We'll see what happens. But you know what? I think that at least 4 of these guys that you've got on here, between him and where I've got him, they don't even belong in the Big Ten. So
Mika says 17.
I got him at 15. I screwed up. I had that other guy at 16. I got Matt Rule at 15. I had the guy for UCLA at 16. I got him at 15. Matt Rule at 15.
Yeah, I got you for that. You said that right.
Where'd
you have him? Where'd you have him? Oh no, I see it.
I thought I said 15.
I got you. I got you. I corrected it. Yep.
Matt Rule, I got at 15.
I got him at 13, right ahead of Luke. I think they're similar coaches. So I got him at 13.
Okie dokie. All right. My coaching man crush has returned to me in the Big Ten. And I'll be honest, it's not just a Cinderella story anymore. This is where I've got Pat Fitzgerald at number, 13. Now, he's 110 and 101 in his career as a head coach. Obviously 0-0 at Michigan State. He's 65 and 76 in the Big Ten. And all of that was done, ladies and gentlemen, at Northwestern. He's not coaching at Northwestern anymore. He's coaching at a place with expectations. He's coaching at a place that's got money. And I think it's only a matter of time. Pat Fitzgerald is going to be a major thorn in Michigan's side. And have you guys paid attention to what he's been doing on the recruiting trail? He is purposely claiming Michigan, the state of Michigan, is Michigan State. He is purposely drawing a line around the state of Michigan and saying, if you are good in the state of Michigan, you play for us. Not Michigan, you play for us. I think it is strategically genius. He already knows how to recruit Chicago and Illinois, obviously, and he's starting to get in here to the state of Ohio. Anybody ever heard of the Massillon Tigers? They have 3 Division I kids on this team. One of them's already committed to Michigan State. He knows where to go in this state to get the kids. And if Ohio State isn't careful and they aren't offering some of those what we would call fringe kids for Ohio State, he's going to gobble them up. I think Pat Fitzgerald is going to be easily in the top 10 in this in 2 years. Easily in the top 10.
So you're thinking he's going to be another D'Antonio?
I think this is the closest thing they've had to D'Antonio since D'Antonio. Absolutely. Pat Fitzgerald knows how to ball. He knows the Big Ten, and he did a whole lot more with a whole lot less than what he's going to get at Michigan State.
Yeah, I agree. In fact, I've got him at number 12, Eric, and I'll tell you, honestly, he would have been higher up if he hadn't been out of coaching for a couple of years. And of course, had some speculation floating around him that we, about maybe the culture he has
the culture that he allowed to take place in the locker room. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that. I think if not for those 2 things, he's probably already in my top 10. He's probably in my top 8 because I think he is a great coach. I think he's a great X's and O's guy. I think he's a great recruiter. I think everything about him screams Big Ten football. To me, this guy is like the representative Big Ten coach. If you're talking about an old school Big Ten coach, this is the guy right here. But I've got him in at number 12 right now, and I think I'm with you. I think by the end of the year, he's probably top 10.
I'll tell you what, Penn State should have hired him. I think they're going to regret.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree 100% with you on that. Yep.
I have Pat Fitzgerald. You guys might think it's a little high, but I got him at number 8.
Woo, you got him in the top 10 already.
Yep.
I can respect
Wowzer.
it, Sean. Like I said, I have my questions, but I can respect it.
I mean, I got a lot of respect for that guy for what he did with a lot less. And like Eric said, I think he's gonna kill it up there.
All right, Bart, tell me why I'm wrong.
Oh, I really like him. I got him at 11 though.
Okay, wow.
And I think he's in the top half, but I agree with you guys that he could be higher. But I don't think Penn State wanted to mess with, I guess the tainted reputation. They wanted somebody clean. I don't know how clean Matt Rule is, but I think they did make a mistake, and Pat made a mistake, and he's paying for it right now by not getting a better job than Michigan State. But I do agree. I think he will. I don't think he's a great X's and O's guy, but he has done a lot with less for Northwestern. So,
he's one of the best linebackers. I mean, my gosh,
he was the best linebacker to ever play for Northwestern.
I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame as a linebacker. The guy knows his X's and O's.
He's the Chris Spielman of Northwestern.
There's a difference between actually doing it and coaching it, though, on the fly. That's a huge difference.
Mika says, plug our recruiting video, Eric. Yes. So this past Saturday, Mika and I did a top 10 recruits from Northeast Ohio, and Michigan State is all over that recruiting video. Go check that out after the show. And Ken Taco Hut, dude, I can't put that up, but that's freaking funny, dude.
The other thing is when you're saying the Massillon guys, I think back in the Tressel area, that would have been a big thing for us because he built a fence. We're recruiting nationally now. And I think he will get some of those fringe Ohio guys that maybe would have been Ohio State people back in the day, but not now. So
that's exactly how D'Antonio built his program.
Exactly.
D'Antonio came down to Ohio and said, "Oh, Ohio State doesn't want you, but you still hate Michigan. Why don't you come to East Lansing?"
Exactly.
Oh, and yeah, guess what? Guess who was the one guy who had Urban's number more than anybody?
Absolutely.
D'Antonio, yeah.
Absolutely.
So am I a little bit worried about Pat Fitzgerald being up at East Lansing? Yeah, but I'm so glad he went there and not over to Penn State. I'll tell you that. Dude's one of my favorite coaches. Yeah. All right, this next one. Now, I'll be honest. I didn't think this guy had a prayer to be successful. He has proven me wrong multiple times. This is Northwestern head coach David Braun. He's 19-19 in 3 years at Northwestern. He's going into year number 4. Well, I guess technically, is it year number 3, Chris? Because he coached like the last game or something.
Yeah.
Oh no. He coached the whole year because Pat Fitzgerald got removed at the beginning of the season.
Correct.
And then he had the one year as an interim, and it was so good they hired him on. He's going into year number 4. 19-19 overall, 11-16 in the Big Ten. But my gosh, I mean, continually, I thought there ain't no way this guy's going to be successful. Northwestern's going to be the next Purdue. Oh no, they're still winning ball games and going to bowl games. So I got David Braun at number 12 on my list.
I actually have him at 13. I think he's a good coach. He does a lot with not much, Like you say, he's got a 500 record at Northwestern. Is he an overachiever? Maybe. But, I think only time's going to tell. I think he's a pretty solid coach.
I have him at number 11. I am really impressed with what he did there so far. I mean, with the situation he came into and he got him to bowl eligible, I mean, my gosh, that could have destroyed the whole program was in ruins, and he pulled those kids together to go 500 and to get to a bowl. And I tell you what, he outcoached Michigan this last year, and they should have beat him. I mean, they kind of got screwed by the refs, but I tell you what, I think he's a coach that's on the rise. And his next stop, I think he could be really, 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 great.
He came from North Dakota State, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, no, not those guys.
Yeah.
That's the
no.
worst fan base ever.
If
They're so arrogant, Eric.
If you're a member of Patreon, you know what that is all about. What do you got, Bart? What do you got when it comes to Braun here?
I got him at 15. I think he's a good coach, but Fitzgerald had a good culture up there, a winning culture. So it's not like they were like the last in the Big Ten.
I thought it was just all about players, had nothing to do with culture.
Yeah. I was just mocking you there. So yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like chocolate chips with my spaghettis.
I eat salad every day.
Son, okay. I'm walking. If I wasn't so tired, I'd walk away from this thing right now.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we are at number 11, right? Yes. Okay. Number 11. How about a Schiano? I got Greg Schiano at number 11. Now he is entering year number 7. This is the second time he's been at Rutgers. I just made it. I included his numbers on his second time at Rutgers when they were in the Big Ten. So since being in the Big Ten, he's going into year number 7 at Rutgers. He's 31-41 overall, 15-39. They're not great, but he's been able to put Rutgers consistently right at 500 every year or knocking on the door of going to a bowl game every year. And before Greg Schiano went back to Rutgers, they were the Purdue of the Big Ten, hands down. So I am giving him grading on a little bit of a curve here for him. If Greg Schiano, here's my hot take. Is Penn State guy still here? I doubt he's still here. Did you guys run him off already?
Hopefully.
If Penn State would have hired Greg Schiano, or
he's taking a shower right now.
If
Tennessee tried to.
If Tennessee wouldn't have listened to some of their dumb fans, and Tennessee's got a lot of dumb fans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Greg Schiano would have had Tennessee way further than where they're at right now. I believe that. This guy's a good football coach, really good football coach. And I think he's the only football coach that can take New Jersey, Rutgers, and make them legitimate. He's the only one. As soon as this guy retires, Rutgers is going to go back to being Purdue all over again.
I like Greg Schiano. I do. I love his fire. I love his passion. What I don't love is his sub 500 record.
Come here.
I don't love the fact that he has more losing seasons than winning seasons. I don't love the fact that he's not really done anything relevant since the Big East collapsed in football. I got him at number 14, Eric, and that hurts because I do like Schiano a lot. I think he's a brilliant mind. I think he's a good coach. But, you talk about how a bad fit can affect somebody. This guy's got the perfect fit. And he's still not getting, he's getting them bowl eligible intermittently. But come on. You got to do more. You got to do more.
Hey, Eric, let me interrupt real quick. I got somebody who wants to say hi to you.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
I'm Brooklyn, Bart's daughter.
I've only seen pictures of you. I've not got to say hi.
You're way
before.
too pretty to be Bart's daughter.
Oh, stop.
Are you adopted? Are you adopted?
You know what? I think I am.
That would also make sense because she seems mildly sane.
Hey, it gets.
Brooklyn, are you a Buckeye fan?
Of course I am.
Excellent. You're hired. You're replacing Bart.
Hey, ask Chris what your birthday. He knows your birthday present. So.
He does. What is it?
Oh, it's awesome.
Give me a hint.
No, don't give her a hint.
I'm not going to tell her anything.
Darn it!
Got 4 tires.
All right.
Thanks, Brooklyn.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And it has shipped, by the way, Bart.
Bart, you've officially been replaced.
I've been begging her to try to get down here with us one time. She
would
knows.
definitely improve our queue.
She actually played football in 7th and 8th grade in junior high and kicked butt, but she wasn't big enough to play high school football, and she got
Kathy Ireland got out there and kicked.
Yeah.
Ohio State could have used her last season.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that.
Great movie reference right there, Chris. Which, by the way, the Varsity Videos YouTube channel exists again.
Are we gonna do it?
I think we're gonna do it.
We're gonna bring it back to life.
We're gonna bring it back to life. Exclusive tonight. You heard it. Varsity Videos is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. I've got an idea that I think will make it easier. All right.
What are Varsity Videos?
Varsity
Are you kidding me?
It's like Pornhub for sports.
It was our sports movie ranking and review show that Chris and I did.
Oh, I love it.
It was so much fun.
Air Bud's
So
number
much fun.
one.
Except for he watched Jim Cotta.
He made me watch some of the worst sports movies of all time. Anyways, back to it. So Greg Schiano, I think you're up next, Sean. On Greg Schiano.
I had Schiano at 14. I think he's, that might be the perfect fit for him, but I think his message is wearing thin, and he can't get the homegrown talent that's in New Jersey to stay. So I think he's, kind of stuck in a bad spot there.
I got him at 12. I think he's a better coordinator than he is a coach, but he does really good for Rutgers.
All right. Before you move on, did I say I had him at 14?
Yes.
I had him at 15.
Let
me stand corrected.
Okie dokie. Got it. All right. Next up, number 10 is 10. Jedd Fisch.
10.
Got Jedd Fisch at number 10, and he's moving up the list a little. Every season he's getting a little bit better. He started pretty low, and now he's up to number 10. He's 15-11 overall at Washington. He's 9-9 in the Big Ten. This is year number 3 for Jedd Fisch. Chris?
I understand that you like him, Eric. I'm not a big fan.
I'm just looking at success rate, though, too.
Well, yeah, but if you look at his overall career success, he's still under 500 as a coach.
Well, I don't care about his career. I care about what they are in the Big Ten. If you're gonna do that, then there's no way in the world that Luke Fickell should be so low on my list. Then, if we're gonna do overall success,
as I was saying, I've actually got Jedd Fisch at 14. I'm still not sold on Jedd Fisch.
Wow, that's really low.
I'm not in love with this guy as a coach. He hasn't sold me yet.
Huh. Okay.
We heard how tough it was going to be going to Washington. What happened when we got there?
Well, it wasn't easy in that first half.
Hey, they beat Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Who did?
Washington did last year.
No, I said who hasn't.
Basically. Oh. Well, we didn't the year they beat them, so
yeah, we didn't in 2024.
Well, they did, yeah. I have him at 9, Eric. I think he's
okay.
I think he's a great offensive mind. I like the way he coaches. He's got Washington going in the right direction, in my opinion. If they can straighten out that quarterback issue, so I don't know what's going on with that kid's NIL or whatever, if he's still able to stay or not, but if he's still there or not. But I like Jedd Fisch. I think he's a good offensive coach.
I got him at 8. I do like what direction he's going, but
okay. Number 9. Oh, so now we're top half. This is top half of the Big Ten now. That was the bottom half. Here's the top half. Number 9 for me is PJ Fleck. He's 66-44 overall at Minnesota. He is 39-40 in the Big Ten. He's going into year number 11 at Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah.
He is the second longest tenured coach in the conference behind someone who I will mention here shortly.
Your number one coach.
So PJ Fleck is where I've got number 9.
I'm not going to argue with you, Eric. This is also where I've got PJ Fleck as number 9. He's been rowing the boats up there for 11 glorious years. You know, he's kind of like who was the coach of the Steelers?
Chuck Noll.
No, the last one just left.
Mike
Tomlin. He's like the Mike Tomlin of the Big Ten. 9 wins a season, you can count. 8-9 wins a season, you can count on it. Consistent, coaches good teams. Hasn't ever coached the great team. I like him though. I've got him at 9.
I really wasn't sure where you were going with that at first.
I have him at 12, but I have a lot of respect for the guy. He took Western Michigan to a big time bowl game. His teams always play tough. They're fundamentally sound. The guy's a class act. And I mean, he did coach at Ohio State for a year or two under Tressel. So,
yep.
So I mean, I think he's a heck of a coach. And what he does at Minnesota, I mean, I think he's probably the best that they've had since Glenn Mason was there. So,
did you say you had him at number 10?
I had PJ Fleck at number 12.
12. Okay, gotcha.
I have him at number 10. I think he's in the top half of the coaches. I think if he went somewhere higher up, he could do a better job with better players. But for where he's at, he does a pretty good job. So I had him at number 10.
Okay, speaking of Moses, number 8, and I know some people are going to really disagree with me on this, and that's fine. I got Kirk Ferentz at number 8. He is 213 wins.
I thought you were going to say years old.
or 213 years old. By the way, this picture is probably like at least 15 years old. He does not look like that. 128.
That was right after Botox.
213 wins, 128 losses. Everybody's celebrating. Oh, he's got more wins than Woody Hayes. Yeah, then look at the losses, dude. Holy smokes. 134 and 91 in the Big Ten. He's going into. Anybody want to take a guess without looking it up? What year he's going into? What year coaching Iowa this year?
27th.
Yeah.
43rd.
20. I will say 29.
You're between Chris and it's between Chris and you, Sean.
It's 28th because he started in 1999.
28. It's his 28th year at Iowa. That, my friends, is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. To be that mediocre and coach that long in Iowa is unacceptable. That fan base is just in love with mediocrity. Congratulations, Iowa.
But they rarely completely suck, and I think that's what Iowa fans look at. They rarely suck, which is sad that that's your expectation.
They're never bad, but they're also never great.
They're never great.
And Iowa at one time was great at football. In the 80s, they were great.
Hayden Fry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were the number 1 team in the country in the AP poll multiple times.
Yes.
During those years, Hayden Fry. And so it's not like, I understand it's a different era. I get that, but Iowa can be good again.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, but they are so like, hey, 8-4 is good enough. That's Iowa, baby. 8-4, 9-3. Go ahead.
Chris, would you have
that? This is the same spot I had him. I had him at
Excellent.
number 8 as well. To me, I think, he's been very good, but not great. He's been, he's been consistent. And he's been around for a long time, and that kind of longevity deserves a little bit of recognition. That's the only reason he's not lower on the list, because I'll tell you, I think the guy's about as vanilla as it gets.
I got him at number 6. I think that he always puts a good football team on the field. I mean, they never really get blown out. They always play solid football. And like you said, he's had really good teams, but he's never had that great team, and they rarely ever suck. He's had multiple linemen go into the pros. He's had a lot of great tight ends. He's had some great defensive players go. So nothing but respect for the guy. But he's always just going to be – he's going to be good. He's going to be good, but they're never going to be elite.
I got him at number 5. I really like him. The only downfall, which is a huge one, is you being there somewhere 28 years, you're stuck in your ways. And he has refused to get into a modern passing game or an offense. He's relied on a defense. If he could do that, he could really put him to the next level, but he hasn't yet. So
yeah, it's too late now.
it is.
I mean, gosh, he had his son as the offensive coordinator for like 3 years too long. It was, yeah. I mean, there's no reason why Iowa should be that mediocre.
No.
In my opinion. Now, you want to talk about someone who surprised me. When Illinois hired Brett Bielema, I was like, this is not going to go well. And it's gone pretty well for Illinois. I mean, we were talking last year, Illinois, that trip to Champaign scared us.
Yep.
This is where I've got Brett Bielema, number 7. He's 37-26 at Illinois. He's 23-22 in the Big Ten, number 7.
I'm going to surprise some people here because I've actually got him at number 5. I think he has done well in the Big Ten overall with his years at Wisconsin. I think he's got this Illinois team back to being competitive again. If you look at the last 2 seasons, he had a 10-win season 2 years ago, follows it up with 9-4 with a very difficult schedule last year. I think that he's doing a great job there, and I think he's going to be, potentially a thorn in the side of a lot of Big Ten coaches for a lot of years to come.
All great minds think alike. I got him at 5 also, Chris. I mean, his teams always play hard. He's done a good job at getting his kind of players in there. I mean, he did play for Hayden Fry at Iowa. He was a former, offensive lineman. I mean, they play tough football. And, Illinois is not an easy place to play. Some people say it's one of the worst places to play. It's kind of bland. There's really not that great an atmosphere. But, man, he's got that place going in the right direction. And they give everybody a hard time.
Well, I'm going to take a line from Chris. It's like, it's okay for Chris to be wrong. I got him
wrong, though.
I got him at number 9. I just don't like the guy. I think he's a good coach, but he's everywhere he's been, he's never won a national championship. He's a mediocre coach, but I got him at 9.
Hey, Bart, do you know how many guys coaching in the game right now have won a national championship?
In this conference, too.
Yeah, that's why he's that.
But I mean, just in college football in general right now, still actively coaching?
Is it 6?
I think it's 5.
Okay, Day, Signetti, Smart, Dabo.
Is it down 4, maybe?
4.
It's 4.
Because it was 3 before till Signetti won it.
Yep, till Signetti won, yes.
That's a crazy stat. My gosh.
Yeah, winning national championships aren't easy, man.
Is Jimbo Fisher going to get back in the game?
Why, Bob?
He might. Florida State this year. All right. The next 2 guys are controversial, to say the least, for being this high on my list. It has more to do with where they're at than necessarily where they are coming from. Hear me out. This is where I've got Matt Campbell, number 6. Penn State is a top 4 program in the Big Ten. Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, USC, Penn State, top 5. All right, well, somewhere in that number, right? Historically, in the last decade or so, and I know Indiana's going to say, hey, what about us? You're new money, okay? Expectation for Matt Campbell at Penn State is to get back to the CFP. That's the expectation.
Yes.
I wonder how long they're going to give him to do that. That is a great, again, I wish our Penn State guy was here because I would like to get his perspective on that. How long?
Don't they have an easy schedule this year? Like a really easy schedule?
They do. But they don't have the greatest roster to do it with. They lost a lot, and he brought in basically Iowa State guys. That's who. Go look at the transfer portal. They lost a ton. And all he did was replace it with Iowa State guys,
But if
Iowa
you-
State
if
coaches,
you look at
Iowa State
Cincinnati,
players.
man, familiarity sometimes breeds success.
That is a great point, Chris. But Iowa State was playing; those guys were playing in the Big 12. This is not the Big 12. I'm
No.
I
sorry.
agree.
Who do they
But
miss?
Cincinnati's guys were playing in the Sun Belt Conference.
Gotcha.
Sunbelt's better than the Big 12. I don't know what you're gotten me about.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Sunbelt's better than the Big 12.
Oh, my
Clip that. Mark that down. I'm sticking to that one. I believe that.
Mountain West.
Have you been
Oh.
drinking the mouthwash again?
Drinking that water from Flint, Michigan, is mixing your Kool-Aid with that Flint water. Eric,
This is where I got Matt Campbell. I got him at number 6, Chris.
I actually also have him at number 6. If you look at the guy, 107-70 overall. He's had 12 winning seasons. Or in 12 seasons, he's had 15 seasons, 12 winning seasons, 10 bowl appearances. He's got a winning bowl record during that time. He's had top 25 contenders at a school which is by no means got the recruiting power or the money of a Penn State. I think he's going to do well at Penn State. How good is yet to be determined, but I also have him at number 6.
I have him at number 10. Got a lot of respect for the guy. He was the hot coach, a few years ago. Everybody wanted him.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of cooled off some, so it'll be interesting to see what he does at Penn State. Can he take him to that next level? We'll see if he can get the kids in Pennsylvania and around DC like they used to get, then he might have a chance. But I don't think I think it's going to take him a couple years to get everybody used to his system, because he's replacing a lot of people, and like you said, Eric, he brought a lot of Iowa State kids in, and they weren't the greatest in Big 12 over there, and that's worse than the Sun Belt Conference, I've heard.
You've heard correctly.
I've got him at number 7. I think he's going to – the expectation of Iowa State and the expectation of Penn State are completely different. I think his first year he's going to do good because he has an easy schedule. But I think once he starts getting Iowa State back on the schedule, Indiana every year, Michigan every year, it's going to like the old Penn State team. But I've got him at number 7.
Number 5, Kyle Whittingham. Chris is probably about to break down his numbers at Utah for us, so I'm not going to go into all of that.
No, not Chris.
He's got a good roster, not great, but a good roster. He's got an athletic quarterback. We'll see how good he is in year number 2. He was supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread his first year, and he wasn't.
Never seen a freshman like him before.
He's got players doing hot boxing in the locker room. He's got a running backs coach who says this offense is like nothing he's ever seen before in his life.
Obviously.
I want this. Listen, I like Kyle Whittingham. I think he's a good dude. I think he's a really good football coach. But I want to see this just be an absolute train wreck the first year, just because I'm an Ohio State fan. And there you go, Buck Vader.
18.
Him and Tyler probably have the same one.
Let me tell you,
Yelling.
I like Kyle Whittingham a lot until he took this job. I still respect what he does. 177-88 overall, 3 conference championships out in the various conferences there. Rose Bowl championship. He's been in the top 10 consistently at times throughout the seasons. He's proven an ability to win at the top 5 level. I've got number 4.
Ooh.
Damn, Chris, we're agreeing a lot tonight. I got him at 4. I mean, great coach.
I hope he falls flat on his face, but
I do too. Yeah, but he's a Urban Meyer protege. I'm telling you guys, he's a great defensive mind. This really upset me when they got him, because I was like, he might not get Michigan back to being elite, but he's gonna right the ship there. I believe it'll take him a couple years. I think some of those kids are gonna be in culture shock because they're used to having, a moron running the show, and they could do whatever they wanted there. He's not gonna put up with the crap. He's never had the NIL backing that he will have now. But I just don't know how him and the kids are going to mesh. So might be a rough year for him, but I got him at number 4.
I'm going to have to agree with Chris and Sean. I got him at number 4. But let's revisit this and see what actually discipline he has for those guys in the locker room in Underwood. If he just folds and does that, I'm taking him all the way down because he's not a good coach then. If he really wants to change everything up there, he will do this and with a heavy hand and show them who the coach is. But I've got him at 4 now, but with an asterisk on it.
They're used to an asterisk there.
Well played, Chris. Well played, Bart. That was well played, Bart.
Thank you. I'm out of here now. See you guys.
Number 4, Lincoln Riley, 35-18 overall at USC, 11-7 since they've joined the Big Ten. And I think this is a do or die year for Lincoln Riley at USC.
Oh, I agree. You look at his seasons, the last 3 seasons, he's failed to hit double-digit wins. He was supposed to be the great savior. I see him as the great flop. I've got him at number 7 because I just don't think that he is getting the job done given the talent he has had at USC. He's a great offensive mind, but defensively, the teams have sucked since he got there. And as a head coach, as well as I do, you have to be concerned with both sides of the ball. To me, I think he's a great offensive mind. I think he's a mediocre head coach at best. I've got him number 7.
Wow, man, this is getting scary because I got him at 7. And Chris, you hit it the nail right on the head. I mean, he has been a great disappointment to him. I mean, look how he started out at Oklahoma. He had that, he carried on with the tradition was what Stoops started. And when he went to USC, he was supposed to bring that game up, man. And to still not be able to find a defensive coordinator after how many years he's been there is just, it's pathetic. I mean, you're surrounded by some of the greatest athletes. And, he's in California. There's no reason why he shouldn't have a top 3 recruiting class every year with where that campus is at and Hollywood. And, a lot of the top-ranked kids from California don't go there. And, I think he'll be gone after this year. He still hasn't had a signature win there yet.
I've got him at number 6. I think the only other bigger flopper than him is LeBron until he becomes a Cleveland guy, and I love him again. But I can't believe he's still there coaching, honestly. I can't believe USC is putting up with it, what they're going through right now. He's been a big disappointment. I still think he's a good coach, but I've got him at 6.
Let's remember, this is a guy who took Bryson Shaw as a defensive upgrade.
Ooh, if I'd have thought of that, I probably would have put him at 17th. That was for you, Bryson. You still haven't returned my message, punk.
Yeah.
Number 3, Dan Lanning. He is 48-8 overall at Oregon. He is 17-1 in the Big Ten since joining the Big Ten 2 years ago. And he has a Big Ten championship to his name. Number 3 for me, Dan Lanning.
You said it. I agree with it. We're rolling with it. I got him at number 3.
Number 3. I agree.
Yeah, we're all going to agree on number 3 here because he is the 3rd best coach in the Big Ten.
Now the
Which
question
means
is, will Eric make the same mistake Alex did at
number 2, Curt Cignetti.
Oh, you flip-flop bigger than
No,
LeBron does.
No, I didn't. I had him number 3 on my list. I had Ryan Day number 2. You don't remember?
You didn't agree with Alex?
No, he did.
No.
The argument with Eric was Kirby Smart. It wasn't.
Yes, I had Kirby Smart 1.
You can be wrong, Eric, so that's fine.
Gosh, that sounds so good coming out of your mouth, Bart.
Thank you. You're my mentor, so yes, thank you.
He's 27-2 overall in Indiana. He's 17-1 in the Big Ten, and just like Dan Lanning, he has one Big Ten championship to his name. So, isn't that interesting that both Dan Lanning and Curt Cignetti are both 17-1 in the conference since being in the Big Ten? That's interesting, Sean.
Who do they both lose to?
They both lost to Oregon lost to Indiana, and Indiana lost to Ohio State.
You skipped right past me.
Sorry, Chris. I did?
You did.
Okay.
I've got Curt Cignetti in at number 18 because I think that he is a game manager and a one-hit wonder.
He does not.
I've got Cignetti in at number 2, and
this is the perfect picture for Cignetti. Hearing you say he's at 18. Look at that picture.
You talked about the 17-1. You talked about 17-1 for Oregon, and Cignetti both. And what's funny is these top 3 teams, all these coaches are 1-1 against each other.
That's a great point, man.
So, Cignetti beat Day en route to his championship. Day beat Cignetti en route
to
his championship.
Look who jumped in the comments right at time.
Man.
Oh.
But as I was saying, Cignetti deserves to be number 18 because he's nothing more than a game manager. He's a general manager. He is not a coach.
He's a great coach.
Oh my gosh.
He is a great coach, and I have him at I have him at the GOAT status above the list, the greatest of all time. No. I got him at number 2.
You're allowed to be wrong too, Sean.
We've matched like the last 5, positions.
Now let me ask you this question, Chris. If Ohio State goes into Bloomington this year and Indiana beats Ohio State again, will Cignetti take over another number 1 spot from Ryan Day from you?
I told you what it's going to take for me. It's going to take a minimum of 3 more years of consistent performance at championship level. If he does that, I am willing to make that shift in dynamic.
Okay.
I've got him at number 2. I'm with Chris, where it takes at least 3 years, unless he wins a championship next year. If he wins a championship next year, I've got to put him on top of Ryan Day.
And I would agree with that. If he goes out and repeats, I'd have to
if not, give him 3 or 4 years at this level. But I remember Sean coming out here and yelling at you and me because he thought Cignetti was better than Ryan Day.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Sean was upset that we weren't giving him the respect that Sean thought he deserved.
Exactly.
And he deserves no respect because he.
You two are hearing whatever you want to hear.
Exactly.
No, did I not just correct and say the correct thing?
According to Bart, Cignetti sucks, and he's just.
I do not know. He's not better than Ryan Day. That's my whole thing.
His guys, and he's horrible.
You can't win one national championship and then just be the best ever.
Correct.
So.
Exactly.
No one said he was the best ever. Even Alex didn't even say he was the best ever. You
yes,
guys
he did.
Totally turned that around big time.
He ranked him ahead of Ryan Day, based on what?
But he didn't say he was the best ever.
And that's fine. That's fine. That he's allowed to do that. Number 1 is Ryan Day.
Alex is not allowed to. He could be wrong too. So
Ryan Day is 82-12 overall.
What do you got to say about that, Alex? Oh, that's right. I can't hear him right now.
He's 55-5 in the Big Ten. Right. By the way, Ryan Day is tied with Mike Locksley for the 3rd longest tenured coach in the Big Ten.
Well, we know who's going to be here longer based on Mike Locksley.
Well, don't say that.
Yeah.
You never know. If Ryan Day goes out this year and gets to the college football playoff with this schedule, let's say they go 10-2 with this schedule and get to CFP. I think that confirms in my mind he's number 1. This is that difficult of a schedule. I really do.
It is. I don't need any confirmation. Fact is, he's number 1 until somebody actually knocks him off.
Well, Don makes a good point. Cignetti got us for the Big Ten championship. Did Cignetti knock him off?
No, he has one win. Day has a win against Cignetti. They're all 1-1. That's what I said was very interesting about this conversation. Is they're all 1-1. They're all in a position where
Cignetti's 2-0 against Cignetti's 2-0 against Dan Lanning.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. But should Oregon come out and run the table and win the Big Ten this year and go on and win a national title, I mean, you've got to put him right there in the mix as well.
Absolutely. That's why he's number 3 right now.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it. He's been doing it here longer than that.
He hasn't done that yet, but when he does, you can make Oregon fans, all the Oregon podcasts are going to be doing the exact same thing we are. It's going to be Dan Lanning number 1. All the Indiana podcasts are going to be doing the same thing we are right now. Curt Cignetti number 1. We're an Ohio State podcast. Makes sense. Ryan Day's number 1.
Yes.
Well, they could be wrong, right, Chris?
They're always wrong because they're from Indiana.
Yeah.
They're dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah.
That's beside the point. No, Ryan Day, clear number 1. One of the highest winning percentages. I believe he slipped back behind Newt Rockne again at the end of the year with that last loss. But the second highest winning percentage of all time in college football. 5 playoff appearances, multiple national championship appearances, an actual national championship, consistent top 5 recruiting classes, 27 first-team All-Americans, 50 draft picks, 14 of which are first-rounders, multiple top 5 finishes. You look at that combined resume, and I don't even think it's close. Ryan Day is the best coach in the Big Ten.
Go ahead, John.
I think he's the best coach right now, but I mean Cignetti's not far behind him. I mean, honestly. But you know what? Cignetti's got to prove, he can do it over a long period of time. But I just don't know how much longer Cignetti's going to be there with his age-wise. So, I mean, if he does it for another 3 years and he puts up, makes it to the championship or makes it to the playoffs the next 3 years, you got to talk about him, man, as one of the greatest in the. I mean, he's already done the greatest coaching job in the history of college football right now. So he's close to Ryan Day. Huh? That's what I'm saying. Is he's close
until the NCAA pulls his title.
If they do, that's a freaking joke and a travesty.
It is. It would be a travesty. It'd be wrong.
I mean,
I can see him doing it.
I mean, I can't take nothing away from Cignetti. I mean, do I think he's a jerk? Yeah, but you know what? He had to be. So I mean, Ryan Day though. Still number 1 in my book.
Yeah, Ryan Day all day long. With no asterisks.
Alex Bryan, our boy Alex, this season with this schedule is a monumental show me you got the Stones year for Day. It absolutely is. Absolutely.
Alex is a smart man. He's a good man.
All right. I just totaled everything up for us. So between us 4, and of course, Alex, feel free to email me your list of 1 through 18. I'll send it out to the rest of the hosts to give their input. And over on Patreon, I'll do a post too, asking you all to give me your list of 1 through 18. We'll include you guys in this too. But right now, before we add everybody else's lists, here's where we're at. Number 18 is Barry Odom from Purdue. Number 17 is Mike Locksley from Maryland. Number 16 is Bob Chesney from UCLA. Number 15 is Luke Fickell from Wisconsin. 14 is no one because tied at 13 is Greg Schiano and Matt Rule. They tied for 13, so there is no 14. Number 12 is David Braun from Northwestern. Number 11 is Pat Fitzgerald from Michigan State. Number 10 is Jed Fish from Washington. That's your bottom half. Here's your top half. Number 9 is PJ Fleck from Minnesota. Number 8 is Matt Campbell from Penn State. Number 7 is Kirk Ferentz from Iowa. Number 6 is Brett Bielema from Illinois. Number 5 is Lincoln Riley from USC. Number 4 is Kyle Whittingham from Michigan. Number 3, Dan Lanning, Oregon. Number 2, Curt Cignetti, Indiana. Number 1, Ryan Day, Ohio State. That's our list, guys. Well, that was fun. It is super late. It's after 10 o'clock. We've been going for 2 hours, so I think it's a good place to end the show. Check out my video. I made fun of I made fun of Jim Harbaugh today in a video. In case you guys didn't hear,
His players don't like him, Eric.
Jim Harbaugh got the third worst grade from his players according to the NFLPA surveys that they do every year with players. The other two who were worse than him both got fired.
Who were they? Do you remember?
The Browns coach,
Stefanski,
yep. And the New York Giants coach who
Dave
interviewed for our OC job. So,
who was
maybe
their coach?
Sounds like somebody was wrong. It sounds like somebody was right when they were saying no Dayball.
Yeah, Dayball.
Dayball
Dayball was yeah.
Exactly.
So Jim Harbaugh, despite going to the playoffs 2 years in a row, is wildly unpopular with his players. And I basically laid out a video on why that is. Go check that out.
Is he trying to have sleepovers with them again?
He is in a nutshell, he's a BSer, and he's not in front of college-age kids. And these are men, these are businessmen, and they can see through his BS.
Yep.
100%. It's what it's all about.
Yep, 100%.
They don't care. These guys don't care about feelings and rah-rah and we're going to attack and dominate this day with a whatever he says, that stupid comment. Enthusiasm unknown to mankind. They don't care about any of that. You coach and put us in a position to be successful so that when my contract's up, I make more money. That's what they care
Sounds
about.
like Connor might be getting a call soon.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. So I basically laid it out. He either better change his ways quickly or he's going to get fired, because in the NFL, if you got players who don't want to play for you, the management's going to make a change.
Well, I mean, if you look at his history, he starts out hot wherever he's at, and he
pisses people off. Yeah,
and he flames out, then everybody hates him. I mean,
it happened at San Francisco. 100%. It happened at Stanford even too, when he was at Stanford. So
happened at Michigan too. They wanted him gone.
Oh yeah. So it's anyways. You go check out that video. It's really good. We'll be back tomorrow with another video for you guys. Go check out the video again that Mika and I did on Saturday for recruiting. If you're into that type of thing, yes, Chris.
Before you go, interesting results on your poll.
Oh, yes.
Ohio State. Is Ohio State's football culture better than Indiana's? 94% say yes. I just want to know. I'm going to call you out now. Who's the idiot who said no? That's all I want to know.
Alex did.
It probably was.
It probably was Alex.
Does it show how many votes were for each, or does it just give percentage?
Well, it's 47 votes overall, so...
That's one vote.
That's one vote.
That's Alex.
Well, or two. 2 votes.
I think it was Tyler.
I think it's
does that.
Yeah, I think that's 2 votes. So, anyways, fun show tonight, everybody. Appreciate you all hanging out with us, and I know we went super long, but we'll be back tomorrow, 8:00. We have a special guest tomorrow, so Sean will be with us again. Nate will be with us, and we have a special guest. Let's just say, if you like hanging out in the backyard and doing a little barbecue, this is your man tomorrow.
Chris Wilds?
No.
Oh, that's the only guy I want to hang out with in a barbecue.
He's got 2 first names. You'll have to check out.
A 10.
You'll have to. There's your hint. You'll have to check out tomorrow, 8:00. It's going to be a lot of fun. He on his video today, he promoted it. So it's going to be great. And then don't forget tomorrow, 6:45 over on their channel. Go check it out. Again, down in the description below, you will find the link over there for the Buckeye Zone. Go hang out with Sean, EJ, and Nate, and they're going to have Mo with them tomorrow, Maurice Hall. So 2 former national championship winning Buckeyes are going to be on that program tomorrow. It ought to be a lot of fun. 6:45 live on their channel, right before we go live at 8:00 here on the OHIO podcast.
We got to get some of these guys to come out to the spring game tailgate, man.
I know it, yeah. EJ just got him I probably shouldn't announce that.
Yeah, let's wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
All right.
Good
Yep,
news for
cool.
EJ, though.
Yeah, EJ might have an announcement tomorrow, so go check it out. So just be there so you can hear that, guys. All right. Have a good night. Be kind one another. IO someone's OH. Sing Carmen High with all your heart. Till next time, you all know what to do. OH.
IO. Gum still
Go
sucks.
Bucks.